Elizabeth, I'm gonna, if you could stop your video. Great. Good morning, everyone. As everyone is coming into the webinar, we'll start at 11:05 promptly, to allow people to have time to log in and link in. Thank you. Good morning, all. We'll start at 11:05, just letting a few more people log in. But thank you for joining us. And again, we'll start at 11:05. It's now 11:05. We're going to start the presentation, the webinar. First, let me welcome you to the Payment Assistance PAO webinar for Houses of Worship. We thank you for joining us today. My name is Lilia Diaz. I am the Associate Program Support Manager with the Payment Assistance Outreach Team. Our team is a division within PSE&G's customer care, and we educate the public by bridging the gap between our customer and New Jersey payment assistance programs, such as the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, Universal Service Fund, Lifeline, and New Jersey Shares. Today webinar, you'll hear about programs that can help you, your religious organization, such as the Religious Houses of Worship Service Credit, and then also hear about direct install and energy efficiency program for small businesses, including those owned by religious organizations. Last, you'll briefly hear how the Payment Assistance Outreach Team works with the community stakeholders, such as you all here today. And you'll get an overview of our website, the pseg.com/help website, so you can assist those in need within your congregation. Before we start, let me give you a safety tip. We are facing cold days ahead, so you tend to use your gas appliances more during the winter. It's particularly important to monitor your carbon monoxide levels in your home. To prevent carbon monoxide poisoning, do not run any gas power generators in the garage or any other enclosed space. Do not store any propane tanks or any other highly flammable gas liquid in your home, as they can become extremely hazardous in an event of a fire. You can find more safety tips at pseg.com/safety and reliability, and I'll put that in the chat for you. Next, housekeeping. Please feel free to enter any questions in the chat or in the Q&A feature. And then lastly, we appreciate your feedback. Your feedback is very helpful to us in how we engage with you and how we set up these webinars. At the end of this, as you log out, a pop-up screen will pop up to ask you to answer a survey for us. It's 6 little questions, very simple, and nothing too elaborate, just really some quick multiple choices, and then just if you want to share your information, and please feel free to share any colleagues' information that you feel should be a part of our PAO database. That will give you access to newsletters that you're going to hear about later on, and also our upcoming webinar that we have on December 16th for social service providers and community stakeholders, getting more into the nuts and bolts of these programs. Today, we'll do an overview of the programs that are available for your congregation. Today, we want to focus on you, on the house of worship, and the religious organization, and credits and programs that can assist you. So we'll move this on, and thank you for your time today. Just briefly show you the agenda. So again, I just did the welcome. We're going to go into the Religious House of Worship Service Credit next, and then direct install, and then again, a brief overview of the energy assistance programs and our outreach efforts. So I'm going to pass this on now to Elizabeth Cameron, Senior Business Customer Service Support Specialist for PSE&G Large Business. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Cameron. I work in large customer support, and I'm here to assist you with religious credits today. Okay, this credit only applies to the house of worship, only applies to the rate class GLP. The maximum credit is $53.31, taxes included. To apply for the religious credit, you would email my department, large customer support at pseg.com, with the application, which we can provide. When submitting your application, please include the application and a copy of your ST5 form, the state exemption certificate. The application will be reviewed and approved after meeting the requirements. Depending on the date your application and ST5 is reviewed, approved, and the amount of time at the location, you can qualify for a credit dating back to 6 years. Religious Religious houses of worship service, where the electric supply is provided by PSE&G, public service, to a customer, where the primary use of the service is for public religious services, and customer applies for and is eligible for such service. The customer's monthly bill will be subject to a credit of 0.5 cents. So it's 0.53 including SUT per kilowatt, not to exceed $50, 53.31 including SUT in any billing period. The customer will be required to sign an application for the Religious House of Worship Service, certifying eligibility. Upon request by public service, the customer shall furnish satisfactory proof of eligibility for service under the special provision. Any questions? Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the question there. I don't see any questions in the Q&A or
Okay.
in the chat. Wait, where do we get an application? I see the questions coming in. So if Elizabeth or someone from the, your team could explain how a customer can get the application.
They would email our department, large customer support at pseg.com. I could put it in the chat. They would just email us and we can send them an application.
Okay. And then the next question, how do we know our rate class?
If you look on, usually it's on the third page of your bill for your electric. If you look on the bill, it tells you what your rate class is. And
They're
if you need
asking,
with
I'm sorry.
that, you could also email us and we could assist.
Our church has two services, one for the church itself and one for the parish hall. Would this
It would,
include both services?
sorry. No, it would not. It would only be for the actual house, um, not for the parish. Usually the parish would has a different rate class.
Okay. Um, our church has two. No, we answered that one. If we have multiple accounts with poses with PSE&G, can we get a credit for each account?
No, it would only be the account that's GLP.
And again, this is just for the religious house of worship. So this for the house of worship itself. How can we check if the credit has been applied?
You
Where would
would
they
see
see?
they would see it on their bill. I apologize. I thought you were done.
Oh, no.
See it right on their bill, the $53 credit or whatever credit they qualify depending on what their usage is.
Does an account have to be current in order to receive the credit?
No,
Are all churches automatically GLP?
only the house of worship is.
What does GLP stand for?
General, oh my goodness. General lighting. What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lizzie, general lighting and power service.
Thank
Okay.
you. I couldn't think of the last one. Thank you.
We are a rate class LVG, so this does not apply.
No, that's gas.
Okay.
The credit would be for electric. GLP is electric. LVG is gas.
Okay. The rate we pay for the church service is significantly higher than the parish hall.
The rate they pay for, I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It's saying that the rate that they pay for I'm sorry, I scrolled down. I had to find it again. The rate that we pay for the church service is significantly higher than the parish hall.
Okay, we would have to look and see if that's a GLP meter, and then that's the one that they would get the credit on.
Not all churches are GLP. It depends on the service size and the structure size. Okay, I see that's B answering. Did you say you can apply for 6 years past?
Correct. We would go back 6 years.
We get charged as a social benefits charge each month. Is that to offset the charge?
Societal benefits?
Yeah.
Is that what?
For the question. Yeah, they're saying.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Societal benefits is something that everybody pays for. It's for the programs in the community to help, with like any help organizations, anything that people apply for. That's something that everybody pays for, businesses and residential.
Okay. Thank you. Coming up into the last ones. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I'm just trying to get through them.
No,
Do we need to submit any information in our request for application, like PSE&G account number, address, organization name, etc.?
Well, if they write into us and ask us for the application, we're going to send the application to them. Once we send the application to them, they're going to fill that out, which requests their account number and the organization name. Then they also have to send back their ST5 form, and then we could do our part to see if they qualify.
Okay. Is the total credit only $53 towards the bill, or is it per watts that we qualify for?
That's the total credit they would qualify for.
Okay. And is it also possible to get third-party electricity supply? I'm guessing they're asking, can the religious credit apply to third-party suppliers?
Yes, it would be applied to their bill.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they have a third party.
Okay. All right. So let me see if there's any other questions. And if anything, we're going to have a Q&A towards the end. So
no problem.
So we're going to move on to direct install, and any questions that we have that we didn't answer, we'll answer at the end, just not to delay any other section of the presentation. Thank you, Elizabeth, for now. Talk to you shortly.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Michelle Spartafury. I'm the Outreach Manager with TRC, and we are one of the implementers for the PSE&G Direct Install Program. So I'm excited to talk to you all today about the program and how we can help organizations like yours save energy, money, and enhance the overall comfort of your facility. So let's dive in. So the Direct Install Program, or you may have heard of it as the Small Business Direct Install Program, is designed to help, you guessed it, small business customers with solutions that are designed and tailored around those individual needs. This program offers lucrative incentives for the small business community that qualify in typical measure categories like lighting replacements, not only inside your facility, but outside as well, whether that be parking lot lights for added safety and brightness, or replacing exterior building lights, which can help increase security and the overall aesthetic of your facility. So in addition to that, the program also includes enhancements like sensors and controls, which can further optimize the efficiency of the lighting replacement. You'll also see measures for heating and cooling needs like HVAC replacements, boilers, hot water heaters, and a lot of common measures that I'm sure extend to either all or most of your facilities. In addition to that, there are some more complex measures like commercial refrigeration equipment or HVAC controls, which also increase the efficiency and overall energy savings that your facility can achieve. So all of this can be achieved with potentially little to no out-of-pocket cost for qualifying customers through PSE&G's on-bill repayment program, which can cover the remainder of the project cost minus the incentive. So if all of this sounds intriguing so far, let me tell you a little bit more about the participation. So the best part about participation is the ease for customers. There is a list of qualified contractors, or as we call them, trade allies, that are well trained and equipped to not only help you with the installation of these energy efficiency measures, but they also handle all of the program paperwork and filing for incentives. So they'll typically start with a visit to your facility to assess your equipment and create a detailed proposal, which will show you all of the details of the project scope, any costs for you as the customer, and the eligible incentive levels. So they understand the intricacies of the program, and they can help guide you to the best solutions for your individual facility and help you maximize the savings and eligible incentives. So as program implementer, TRC ensures equipment is installed appropriately through on-site verifications, and we ensure the project meets all program requirements. So you can rest assured in the quality of work that you are receiving. And then once the project is complete and everything is finalized, you can expect a reduction in your energy consumption. And as we all know, that translates to a reduction in your energy costs, which is a great thing. And so lastly, to wrap up on the next slide. So as we are not only approaching the end of the calendar year, whether I can believe it or not, we are also approaching the conclusion of the first triennium or phase of the direct install program. But what is very exciting is the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities has recently approved the second triennium programs under Clean Energy Future Act 2. So as we transition from one program year to the next, we look forward to connecting with you all again to discuss more information on how you can participate in 2025 and take advantage of all the programs that have to offer, and to make your facilities more comfortable, more efficient, and help you save money in the process. So thanks so much for your time today. I will pause here for questions.
Yes, so we have a few questions here for you, Michelle. First
Okay.
question is, churches can apply for direct install program?
Yes. So beginning in 2025, some of the way of participation will change a little bit, but yes, they are eligible to participate.
Okay. My congregation is evaluating implementing solar panels. Can PSE&G assist in, that would be
That's separate from us. Yes, that's
yeah,
not
that's
directly
separate from this group. We can try to find out more information for you. If you could just email us at PAO@pseg.com. We'll share that email again, and we'll try to see what we can find out for you within the company. But a lot of the solar stuff we are not doing. You can also look on BPU, the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities website, under Clean Energy, and they have different programs for both residential and small businesses. I think that's all the questions for you right now, Michelle. So we'll move on, and if you could stay on with us, maybe somebody comes up with some questions at the end. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So next we're gonna move on to Rick Kaneshiro. He's an intern here with the payment assistance team. We're so happy to have him. He's going to talk to you about the energy assistance programs and outreach a little. Thank you, Rick.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lilia. As you mentioned, my name is Rick Kaneshiro. I am an intern, a part of the payment assistance outreach team here at PSE&G. And today I'll be presenting about our energy assistance programs and outreach efforts. Next slide, please. The Payment Assistance Outreach Team works hard to ensure that residential customers are educated about energy assistance and energy efficiency programs. We do this by coordinating with energy assistance enrollment events, participating in local health and community resource fairs, and distributing program materials to senior facilities and local food pantries/soup kitchens. A few examples of our events recently were our Passaic County enrollment events on November 6th and 7th at Calvary Baptist Church in Patterson and Oasis in Patterson. We also attended the Board of Public Utilities Essex County Utility Assistance Day on October 21st and their Hudson County Utility Assistance Day earlier this year. And we also work with community stakeholders like everyone on this call today to increase awareness of program updates through our conferences, workshops, e-newsletters, and webinars. To request PAO participation at your community event, we ask that you please email us at pao@pseg.com. Next slide, please. Let's talk about supporting your congregation. There are resources available for customers who need help with their PSE&G bills. All information is easily accessible online through our website, pseg.com/help, or pseg.com/ayuda for our Spanish page. Let's transition to our website. When you access pseg.com/help, you'll arrive to our landing page. Not this one. You'll arrive on our landing page where you'll find 6 boxes with different resources for customers. The first one is the Payment Assistance Programs page, which provides detailed descriptions of New Jersey's energy assistance programs, including program flyers, program applications, and income guidelines. You can find those through our hyperlinks embedded in the website. For example, with this hyperlink, you'll find our guideline on bill payment assistance programs with brief descriptions on the programs, brief descriptions on energy efficiency programs, and the income guidelines, both available in English and Spanish. And if you scroll down, you'll also find a hyperlink with our intake agencies flyer, which provides different locations per county where your congregation or customers can visit these sites in person for help on their applications. Through our website and the embedded hyperlinks, you can also find links to apply online. For example, for this link for LIHEAP and USF, NJ Shares, and NJ Lifeline. The 6 boxes presented at the beginning are also here on the side. The Deferred Payment Arrangement website provides information for customers who need help paying a past due balance. The Equal Payment Plan provides information on estimates for yearly energy based on your last year usage. The Ways to Lower Your Usage and Bill provides information on energy efficiency programs that can help manage bills long term. The Customer Resources and Critical Services tab provides information and help for seniors or customers with medical needs. And last but not least, our tab on resources for agencies and community organizations brings all of our flyers and documents to a brief page here. And again, on this page, you can also find the guideline that we showed earlier, a fact sheet about LIHEAP and USF, the application, the agency locations, FAQs, etc., and other information on different programs. Let's head back to the slide. For more detailed information on our programs, we invite you to join us on December 16th for our Energy Assistance webinar for social service professionals to learn more about energy assistance and energy efficiency programs for your congregation/members. Thank you, everyone, and now on to the next slide.
So thank you so much, Rick. And I see some of the questions coming in. And I want to be clear, the programs that Rick was talking about is for the congregation. And it's not for the church. The first two programs are for the church itself. This is more for the congregation. And we just wanted to give you an overview. We know we've given you a lot of information today, but we wanted to give you a little something about what PAO does, and so you have an understanding of some of the emails that you get from us, whether it's on newsletters or updates about the programs, that you understand we're passing on information for your congregation. Again, we'll have a webinar on December 16th, in 2 weeks from today. You'll see that email with that invite, and we'll share the link here for you shortly. But this is a way for you to find out more about programs that may be helpful to your congregation. Now we'll go quickly through these links and contacts. If you or yourself for the church have questions, you can always call 1-800-436-PSEG or 7734. If you have a credit and collections question or inquiry, please call 1-800-357-2262. You can always link to find out more about the energy assistance programs that we spoke about for your congregation at pseg.com/help, and then pseg.com/ayuda. For energy efficiency programs that can help your congregation, you can visit pseg.com/save energy or call 855-846-2895. You could always visit pseg.com/comfort partners or pseg.com/home weatherization. Those are two programs that can help your congregation members. Now we'll open for more questions and answers. And again, if you would like for us to do an outreach event, we have an outreach vendor who goes to visit churches, food pantries, senior locations, and health and resource fairs that we can organize to be at your outreach event that you're having for the public. So please feel free to reach us there at PAO@pseg.com. This email address is for social service professionals or for community stakeholders such as yourself. Please do not share this with your congregation members. This is really just for outreach. If your congregation has questions on their accounts, they should call 1-800-436-PSEG. So I'm going to stop the recording and we'll move into questions and answers.